If you pay attention, you can tell who's insecure by who talks the loudest. This week, the loudest people told on themselves, and some of y'all did too.
Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listening to John Cash.
Welcome to the Receipts and Reactions edition of the John Cash Show podcast, where the truth doesn't whisper, it screen records. Everything discussed here is public, alleged, and already online. We're not investigators, we're commentators. The facts are public, the reactions are the story. Right, Justin?
There we go.
Welcome back.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Hello. Thank you for having me.
Now, let's get into 50 Cent and T.I. 50 refuses verses with T.I. Cool. That's business. But then the temperature changed. Tiny gets mentioned. King jumps in. And now we're not watching competition. We're watching ego maintenance. Y'all have to realize 50 does not fight for dominance. He performs dominance. He doesn't need to win lyrically. He needs to control optics. Because the moment he refuses verses, he frames the narrative. The moment he posts anything adjacent to your family, he escalates the stakes without saying much at all. Right, Justin?
I'm a little out of the loop. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know there was some 50 Cent T.I. beef going on.
Well, yeah. So apparently what had happened is 50 and, with the pandemic, the verses, it was the big commotion, right? So apparently T.I. wanted to go against 50 for verses, song for song, catalog for catalog. Apparently back channels, 50 and T.I. agreed.
Okay.
Now the time comes and 50 says, like, F out of here, pretty much.
Why he do that?
He doesn't want to do the verses with T.I. I guess he doesn't feel like it's anything beneficial for him.
Damn.
Because you got to realize he's very important.
50
and
doing
very
some big
busy.
things right now. Yeah.
He's very busy.
Yeah.
So I guess it wasn't beneficial for him.
Mhm.
T.I.'s all of a sudden, called him a punk and a pussy and all those things. And now he's released a new album, T.I., and he's going on the interview circuit and he's talking about it. So 50 was like, all right, I'm going to post Tiny. Now, he posts Tiny. Remember, him and Floyd Mayweather used to be close friends. At the time, T.I. and Tiny went through a little brief split. Tiny was allegedly in Floyd Mayweather's lap. So it's several
petty,
underlining things. Even though he's beefing with Floyd Mayweather at the time,
Yeah.
he's a master of this. So.
Yeah, man, this guy's a master of pettiness.
The CEO of Petty Enterprises.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm not too far behind. Now, jumping right back, T.I., on the other hand, is fighting for his legacy and for respect. 50 is fighting for psychological positioning. Those are two very different wars. Now, when you have King jumping in, that's when it stops being rap and it becomes, people would say, bloodline pride. Now, with King jumping in, I'm going to just summarize it really quick for those who haven't followed. A lot of people are saying that he's defending the honor of his mother, which is honorable. It's very honorable. He says, you call my mother ugly, let's dig your mother up. Because everybody knows that 50 Cent's mother, passed away.
Oh, Lord.
Let's dig your mother up and let's see how they both look.
Oh, my God.
Yes. So that's how it escalated. T.I. has released, I believe, 3 or 4 diss tracks. And then now he has Domani singing. He has King. King has even rapped at least one. King the Son, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Has even rapped And 50 has not even, he just posts pictures online.
He's like rage baiting. He's just a professional rage baiter, bro.
He just posts pictures online. And that's, that's.
I guess he's just like, fuck. He's like, I don't really want to make a song.
Yeah,
fuck it.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah, I guess not, because they keep going and he's just not. He's fueling the fire without even doing anything.
Understand, 50 Cent had one of the largest grossing rap concert tours a couple years ago, and he has not released new music outside of soundtracks and stuff. And I mean, he'll do features here and there, but he has not had a studio album since, and correct me if I'm wrong, 2008.
I actually don't know.
2008, 2008, before I self-destruct. He had like other mixtapes.
That's crazy. I actually didn't know that. He dropped music
like off the top of my head.
I mean, shit, if you make that much money off a tour or whatever, all the shit he was doing video games, he was doing movies.
It was like $100 million, and that speaks to his relevance.
Why, yeah, what else would you really need
20
to do?
years later, and
he's still doing big things.
$100 million tour. Now, let me say something that might be unpopular. When your son is defending your legacy is insecure. Because the internet doesn't want resolution. It wants spectacle. And 50, if nothing else, understands spectacle. The internet doesn't reward truth. That's the nightclub in Power. It rewards theater. Like how I threaded that.
That was a good one. There you go.
Yeah. He doesn't throw punches. He throws perception. He doesn't argue. He plants seeds and lets the internet water them.
That's a very good way to put it, actually.
That is why 50 is dangerous, because he never looks emotional. He looks entertained. And let me tell you something. The man who looks entertained during conflict is usually the one who already knows how it ends. This situation isn't about verses. It's about hierarchy. That's why 50 never chases the moment. He controls it. Now, that's a receipt. Now, jumping from 50 Cent, let's cross the Atlantic. At BAFTA, an attendee with Tourette's, John Davidson, had involuntary vocal tics that included offensive slurs during the broadcast. One was edited, one was not. A political statement, let's just say FP, those of you who know, was edited out before airing. Now, Tourette's is neurological. Tics are involuntary, but broadcast editing, that's intentional. If you had time to remove one phrase, you had time to remove the other. So what determines survival? Risk, sponsors, advertisers, comfort. Now, award shows don't protect morality. They protect exposure. Censorship is not about morality. It's about liability. Everybody knows that edit button is power. And the person who controls what airs controls what history remembers. That's not conspiracy. Of course, that's media economics. If one word was too dangerous to air and another wasn't, that tells you which audience they're afraid of.
That's a great way to put that.
That's not neutrality. That's calculation.
100%. 100%.
Fear edits faster than ethics. Now, of course, if you want commentary that doesn't sugarcoat, subscribe right now. Because we're not here for outrage, we're here for clarity. Free speech isn't free, it's curated.
This is honestly. you on top of it.
Yes, always on top. Let's get into Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. And we're going to title this segment, Holiday Optics Don't Lie.
Yo. This Cardi B situation is crazy.
Now, let's talk relationships. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs have reportedly split. You know, I said something during the holidays. Well, actually, a little bit after the holidays in January. I said men reveal their priorities during the holiday season. And what did we see? Cardi posted herself with Stefon's baby, but there was no unified family portrait, no cohesive "this is us." And I said then that was interesting because, holidays are symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
They're when men solidify the optics, match your pajamas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They post what they're claiming. They present what they're building. And when the presentation feels fragmented, it's usually because the commitment is fragmented.
Very well said.
Always remember that holiday photos are not romance. They're press releases. Men reveal priorities in December. Damn sure not in February. If he doesn't claim you publicly when the lights are bright, he won't defend you when the lights go out.
We seeing that firsthand now.
Yeah, so the more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are rumors circulating online alleging Stefon has multiple other children on the way.
On the way?
On the way.
As is in addition
allegedly
to the one that was at the game?
In addition to, yes.
Oh, Lord, this guy's a genuine Nick Cannon.
Let me be clear. Those are rumors. They're unconfirmed, but rumors don't grow in silence. They grow in ambiguity. That's one of my favorite words. I'm flexing my.
I like that one.
I'm flexing my vocabulary. You can tell a man's priorities by who he centers during public moments, not who he visits privately, not who he texts, who he presents. But women don't ignore red flags. They negotiate with them. The holidays told you everything, Cardi. That's a receipt.
I didn't know there were signs even that early. I didn't pick any of those up.
I said, and you could go on my social media.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Cardi, sweetheart, Cardi from the Bronx.
Like, gotta get real with you for a second.
I was trying to directly plead to her, like, baby girl. I mean, I get it. It was supposed to be a revenge relationship and all that other stuff, or revenge screw, and it got a little bit a little further along than
intended.
Mm-hmm. And you rocking with it. I get it, but even Stevie Wonder could see what was about to happen.
Wasn't there videos of him on a boat with like a bunch of random women, even like months and months ago? Like real long ago too.
Even Stevie Wonder could see what was going to happen. Let's jump into $830 billion. Gen Z doesn't need your advice. Now, the liquor industry lost, over the past 4 years, $830 billion. That's billion with a B. Gen Z is drinking less. They're drinking yerba mate.
Yerba's good, man. Low sugar. They're probably drinking yerba and smoking.
Drinking yerba, smoking herba. That's not morality. Older generations drank to cope. Gen Z documents everything. You can't sell escape to a generation obsessed with control.
That's very well said. There might be something to that. Not gonna lie.
Exactly. And when your life is archived, sloppy is expensive. Sloppy used to be a phase. I know. I've had plenty of sloppy nights.
And we all.
Now, apparently not Gen Z. Now it's a screenshot. It's strategy. Industries that don't evolve with identity lose billions, such as the liquor industry. And if you're still thinking trends are random, you're already behind. That's my spiel. Share this episode with someone who still thinks kids these days don't know what they're doing. They do. You can't build a brand and black out at the same time.
True that.
Now we're going into the memoriam segment of receipts and reactions. We lost James Van Der Beek, who battled stage 3 colorectal cancer. He spoke openly about it, raised awareness. That's dignity in public. And we lost Jesse Jackson. I was about to laugh. This is a serious moment, but I was about to laugh because I thought about one of my friends who I told, I was on the phone when the alert came. I said, oh, Jesse Jackson died. And that person, I'm not going to say he or she, that person said, oh, the one from Grey's Anatomy. It's like, what? What the? Yo.
Bro. That's mad funny, actually.
I said, I said, I do know, and I hope that you do know that I'm going to say this on this show.
Yeah. That's insane work.
Look, my friends give me all the content in the world. I love them. I love them to death.
Yeah.
Love you. I told you I was going to do it. Now, Jesse Jackson, not Jesse Williams, Jesse Jackson was born into segregation. He worked alongside Martin Luther King Jr. He founded Operation Push, and 6 decades in public life. Whether you agreed with him or not, he shaped the room. Legacy doesn't argue, it endures, and endurance is louder than opinion. Now let's get into this week's closing monologue. All right, here it goes. Ego is louder than talent. Image is easier than integrity. Most people choose the easier path. That's this week's receipt.
Beautifully said.
I know. Bars. In this week's petty proverb of the week, I know I'd get it out eventually. If it needs editing, it needs honesty. If you're still here, you value clarity. Subscribe. See you next time on the John Cash Show podcast.
Let's go, New York! John Cash. Yo, listen to John Cash.